Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lloyd Schneider Stadium for what will be a beautiful night for football. We have the Evansville Albany Blue Devils against your McFarland Spartans. Evansville comes in with a record of 3-0, and they are 1-0 in conference with victories over Dodgeville, Broadhead Jewett, and East Troy. McFarland comes in 0-3 and 0-1 in conference play with losses against Lodi, Lakeside Lutheran, and Whitewater. But hopefully they can try to turn their luck around tonight. But with more of that being said, we just got a great performance from our high school band. They did a great pregame, making an M and an E. That is directed by all the field assistants and also directed by Ben Peterson. Then we also had our McFarland high school dance team along with the mini Poms as well. So to read off the girls' names, we have Aaron Curtin, Daniel Dorn, Anna Jorgensen, Camille Schmidt, Tara Sherhock, Allison Summer, Lauren Steele, Mercedes Teal, and Lily Tyler. And they are coached by Lexi Schrader. And with that being said, we are looking right before kickoff right here. A couple things to look out for. Evansville has some big boys up front with some of their offensive line. 6'3", 340, and Jeb Beck, number 63, will be seeing him at the tackle position. We also have Brandon Dorsey, 6'4", 320. So when they bring some of their bigger guys in on that defensive line, McFarland will have some matchup troubles. But you never know with the opening kickoff, things might happen. The ball might bounce a different way. So hopefully the Spartans can turn their luck around tonight. But other than that, we have a great night for football, great conditions outside. I did not look at the radar, but I know that it's probably, from what it feels like, mid-60s. Probably mid-60s and a little light breeze. But we are all set for kickoff. And kicking off for the Blue Devils, we have number 60, Samuel Topple, a center. You don't see that too often. Short kickoff. Alsmo got it and then was scarfed up right away. Not too often do you see a center doing the opening kickoff. But McFarland will have the ball at about their 43-yard line. And leading the Spartans at quarterback is Brady Wedvick. Some stats on him. During the first 3 games, he's 20 out of 41 for 185 yards. So the Spartans will line up in their option formation right here. Leading with great catch by Werwinski. Nice little out there. I like the Spartans passing on that first play. This is a great ball by Wedvick there. Kept it high for Werwinski, and that's going to be a combo for tonight. I know Evansville will have their hands full guarding Werwinski, who will be one of the playmakers for McFarland tonight. 2nd and 3, ball at the 50. Here we go, pitch to McDonald. He was sent in motion, and he was gobbled up for maybe about a yard. Evansville did a very nice job pursuing that. So now that brings up a 3rd and about 3 yards. 3rd and 3, maybe 2 yards. Ball right on the other side of the 50-yard line. Let's see if the Spartans can capitalize on this 3rd down here. Alsmo in motion. Runs the option. Alsmo gets it. He needs to turn it up the field. Grits it and gets the first down. That was a great pitch, great read by Wedvick right there to get the first down, and Alsmo did the rest. Got to about the 46-yard line of Evansville, and that's a first down. Great couple plays for McFarland right here. Starting off nice and strong, but I mean, they just got to keep the momentum going. Here we go. No, they're out, but it just got away from Wedvick. The intended receiver was Nick Herbst on that. Just doing a nice little out on that. I think the ball just got away from him a little bit. But Coach Ackley trying to give him the all play calls down there and just give him some more confidence. He's getting the protection. I think that's more of a quicker drop back, a 3-step drop, and then just a quick out that way. Coach Ackley's switching it up down there. Alsmo in motion. And Brady got dinged up from low and up. But that brings up a long 3rd and 9, and this is not good for the Spartans because you don't want to put yourself in these situations early in the ball game. You want to be getting yourselves those 3rd and shorts, what they've got, or getting those first downs a lot earlier. Oop. McDonald's in motion. Rolling out. He's got to get rid of it. And the ball's loose. Ball's on the floor. But I think McFarland did pick up the ball, and it would be at their own or at the 50-yard line. Wedvik, here's the replay on this. Wedvik did not see big number 69 coming, and that is Andrew Barra, defensive end, 6'2", 211, and he is going to be he is going to be just causing a lot of havoc for the Spartans offense right there. So it's about 4th and 16. 9:30 left and counting. To punt for the Spartans, we have Chase Rowinski, and back for the Blue Devils, we have number 30, who will be receiving it. That's Chase Katzenmeyer. Breaks a couple tackles and gets to about the 30-yard line. And that's where Evansville will take over for the ball. So it was a promising first drive for McFarland, but then they got that first down and then a little momentum, and then just couldn't get the ball rolling with that. So they had to punt along 3rd down and then get sacked and had to punt it away. Now Evansville's coming up with it, and they have some big boys up front. So they line up basically in a power T formation, but then switches up the formation to go a shotgun right there. And leading Evansville is Zachary Meikle. Hands it off to number 34, Redders, and that's gonna be one of the combos for Evansville tonight. Redders is one of the leading rushers for him, who has about 165 yards. Brown is another one, and then Banks is their other rusher. So that's the 3-headed attack. You'll see Evansville on the ground game, but Meikle can also throw the ball at times as well too. Lining up in their option formation, that is Banks in motion right there. Give the ball, and that is number 31. That's Brown, and he's a big boy. He's their 5'7", 225 fullback right there. So that's a low center of gravity and a lot of person coming at you, and he rumbled for the first down right there. So ball is on Evansville 41-yard line. First down, 8:25 on this beautiful night for football. So it seems like Evansville always lines up in this T formation, and then will motion to different formations then, either the option or shotgun. Meikle's back, hands it off to Brown, and he just rumbles for about 5 yards probably. We'll give him 5 yards to the 46-yard line. And Evansville just has some big guys up front that will be open up the hole. So hopefully McFarland can kind of counteract a little bit. Hopefully not get too tired, because they do not have a big bench like Evansville's team over there. 2nd down right now. Brown right behind. Banks gets the handoff right there. Gets it to about the 49. I think the refs are going to give him the 50-yard line. Oh, no. They move it back to about the 49. So that's a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, we'll say, for Evansville. Ball on the 49. I'm anticipating they'll probably get the ball to either Brown or Banks, one of these two, because those are some big backs in the backfield right there. Let's see what McFarland can counter with it. Yep, they give it to their big fullback right there, Brown, and he rumbles for about 4 or 5 yards, and that moves the chains yet again. So Evansville just keeping it on the ground. And here's the replay. I mean, he has very quick feet for being such a big bruising fullback right there. So hopefully McFarland can contain him. Just tackle low, boys. Tackle low on him. First down for Evansville. Sends their motion, so they're in their option set right here. Hands it off to Brown yet again. Ooh, it looked like if ball came loose right there. Let's see what second down. So that looks like Redders came up with the ball. I didn't realize that Brown fumbled it on that, but it looked like the ball hit the turf there. But Evansville does recover it for a 2nd and 2. And they just keep the ball on the ground right there. Ball is on McFarland's 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground. Here goes Banks. Gets another good gain. They're averaging probably 7 yards a run right here on this drive, and there's no reason to get the ball in the air. So just good lead tackling right there. You see both the guard number 55 pulling. That's Riley Wilson, 5'10", 245, just pulling there along with Brown, who's leading the way. Looks like the exact same play right there. Gets about maybe 3 to 4 yards, but the ball is inside McFarland's 30 right now. So it looks like a hefty dose of Banks and Brown we will see tonight from Evansville. But, I mean, you look at their line, they have some big boys up front, so why throw the ball when you have big running backs and a big offensive line like that? Coach Grovestein, I believe this is his 42nd year, 41st. So he knows a thing or two. Little trickery right there. Gives it to Redders, but McFarland ate him up. Leading the way for that was Christian Jensen on that. He read that very well for McFarland. The front line for McFarland did a great job. So now Evansville is in a long situation, about 3rd and 7, ball on McFarland's 30-yard line. Let's see if McFarland can contain him, and let's see if Evansville puts it on the ground once again, or if they'll go in the air. Two running backs go in motion for Evansville. They keep it on the ground. Oh, and what a tackle. What a stop by Jacob Green. He has one arm free. He has one arm basically like a club there a little bit. Took him down with, look at that, with his left arm. Just tears him down. What a tackle by Jacob Green on Banks. Only with one free arm. He has a club on his other hand. So hopefully he can still tackle as well as that the whole night. Evansville going for it here on 4th and 7. This is a big part. Play action right here. Meikle rolling out, going long, and it's batted down. Great play by Chase Werwinski. They went for it there. Meikle just throwing it long. His intended receiver was Brennan Banks, but Chase just gets that hand up, and what a great defensive stop that was. Great awareness, not going for the interception, but batting it down, and McFarland gets the ball with the turnover on downs. Oh. And that, we will scratch that. There was a holding on McFarland. And I have no idea who held on that play. Coach Ackley's going out there trying to get an explanation for who was holding. But a great defensive stop for McFarland turns horrible. So it will now be first down for Evansville. Ball on McFarland 20. And what a change in momentum there. It looked like McFarland got a great stop, but now that holding penalty, which I did not see any holding, but I'm not one of the refs. I'm up here calling the game. So Meikle's shotgun, Hands it off right there to Redders. Gets about 3, maybe 4 yards. McFarland's doing a very nice job right now on this run defense. To start off this series, Evansville was getting about 5-6 yards a run. Now they're shorting them a little bit. It looks like the front line for McFarland, they keep subbing people in, getting them fresh guys up there. And because they are outsized right there. You can see right in the middle in the Christian Jensen lining up on the big center. Oh, missed the tackle. And he is just bulldozing over people right there. And that was Brown. We had too many missed tackles on that for McFarland. You see right here, Brown, you can't tackle him up high because he just keeps going and he will just run over people. He has very quick feet, and once he gets moving, it's hard to take him down. So, looks like it's 1st and 10. Ball on McFarland's 10-yard line. Redders gets the handoff. He cuts back. 5 and a touchdown for Evansville. That was a great cutback there by Redders and great holes for Evansville. Here we go. So there's that cutback, and he just accelerates through and gets in the end zone. So it was a big change of momentum. It looked like McFarland had a great stop on 4th and about 7, but a holding call, a phantom holding call, you could say. And then Evansville sets up. So they get that kind of weird setup that they could kind of fake, the snap, but Meekel's back there. But now they're set up in their field goal formation. And the center, number 60, Topple, and it's a fake, and he's getting it. And look at McFarland just eat him up in the backfield. What a play, and that was a great stop. McFarland on their toes right there. Looked like Evansville was trying to get him off guard a little bit, but McFarland was able to stop him. So the first score comes with 2:37 left in the first quarter, and it's Evansville 6, McFarland nothing. So that first score was by Nathan Redders. It was a 10-yard run. That happened because on 4th and 7 there was a holding call, and I did not see anything, and the refs obviously did. There was a holding call. I don't know who it was on, if they were holding one of the receivers or one of the running backs that were going out for one of the routes, but Spartans got called for holding, and then momentum turned, and next thing you know, 3 to 4 runs later, Evansville is in the end zone. So McFarland got first down on their last series and then had to punt, so we will see what they can do. But Evansville is kicking off Topple, their center. And like I said earlier, I've never seen a center do the kickoffs or kicking for a team before. So this is a first. So here goes Topple. Better kickoff than his first one, hopefully, and that's out of bounds. And that will be an illegal procedure on Evansville. Looked like he tried pooching it a little bit and tried keeping it in bounds. But that penalty will move the Spartans up ahead, so they will have the ball. Let's see where the refs walk this up now. They will have the ball at their own 35-yard line, right in the middle right there. Right at the 35. 2:37 left on a gorgeous night here at Lloyd Schneider Stadium. Good crowd tonight, and it looks like the student section has their American-themed wear. Wedvik drops back. Ball is batted down by none other than Andrew Barra. We'll be saying his name a lot, the 6'2", 211. He will be a force to reckon with, and McFarland's front line will have their hands full with him. A long wingspan. If you get the ball not high enough, he will bat that down. Kind of like a J.J. Watt move right there. 2nd and 10. Osmo's in motion. Oh. Looks like a little confusion right there. Looked like Brady Wedvick ran into his own player there. He just ran into, looked like Liam Keeley he ran into right there. So a little confusion when they were running that option play. But now they move the ball back to 3rd and 12, 2:10 left. Not another long third down for McFarland. Not where they wanted to be. Osmo's in motion again. Evansville bringing a little pressure. Little wheel route. Oh, and it's just out of the reach of Ryan McDonald right there. Looked like a good little wheel route there, but Brady just put a little too much air under it, and McDonald just couldn't catch it. But there is a flag on the play. Let's see what this call is. It looks like it's on McFarland, and Evansville will decline it. An illegal formation on the offense. Evansville will decline it, and that brings up a 4th down. So a quick series for McFarland. Not what they wanted on their second series. But let's see if there will be a good punt here by Chase. And deep back for Evansville, we have Katzmeyer. Ooh, that's a good up and under punt. And then returning it, we got number 24, Mark Trewicki. But there is a flag on the play. It looked like one of the McFarland players were held on that. So Trewicki returned it to about Evansville, their own 42-yard line. But there is a flag down, and it looks like it's on Evansville, and they will be moving back. Yep. A illegal block in the back on Evansville. So they will be marching back about 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that kind of deletes a pretty good return for Evansville. So they would have had the ball at their own 42. Now they started at their own 41-yard line. 1:46 left. Evansville 6, McFarland nothing. It's been a pretty fast first quarter here. Milky's lining up right behind Topple there. Wide receivers, both sides right there. They hand it off to Brown, and that was a good low tackle by McFarland there, but he still stumbles for about 5-6 yards there. McFarland, they did go on the low tackles there. I did not see who tackled them, but they are tackling Brown low, which is better. So here's where we go. It looks like, Tyler Johnson wrapping him up low. That's a very good tackle. And a great shot by our crew up here. Way to go. They spread him out wide once again with Brown in the backfield. Meikle drops back. Looks out. Goes far high for, a couple missed tackles. And Banks does get the first down. So he was short when he caught it, but he made a couple nifty moves, avoided some tacklers, and did get the first down. So Evansville will have a first down. Here's that little out route. Chase Werwinski did go for a high, but then Banks just avoided a couple tackles and did get the first down. So we will see now if McFarland can slow him down. Meikle going in the air. We'll see how many times he does that tonight. Hands it off to Redders. Redders goes forward, and he keeps churning his feet. He is about short. He does get about 9 yards on that. He just kept churning his feet. Just kept churning. And in Redders, the nice thing with him, he's so low to the ground, and he just can move his feet very, very fast. Once he gets the ball and gets that momentum going, he can take that to the house if he gets an open crease for it. But it's about 2nd and 1. Meikle takes center behind Topple right there. Looks like we have Redders, Banks, and Brown in the backfield. But the first quarter does come to an end. They just ran out. The first quarter comes to a close. Evansville 6, McFarland 0. Lots of excitement for that first quarter. McFarland did have a little momentum on their first series, but then their next two drives, I think they went 3 and out and had to punt the ball. Evansville, on the other hand, their first series, it looked like it came up short with the turnover on downs, but that turnover was costly, and then it led to Nathan Redder's 10-yard touchdown with about 2:37 left in that first quarter. But McFarland's defense has been out on the field for quite some time, so we will see if fatigue does come into play here. After that first quarter, they are hanging tough with Evansville right now. They should be happy with this performance right now, but I know they want more. I know the coaching staff wants more as well too. Evansville, they're just going to keep the ball on the ground, just that ground game that has got them the 3 wins so far, and follow behind that big offensive line. So, to start the second quarter, the ball will be on Evansville's, we'll say, 42, 43-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Change the field, so Evansville will be going the opposite way now. There's that three running back spear right there. They do send 2 receivers in motion, Rutowski and Banks. And shotgun, Meikle airs it out. Oh, and it is complete to Rutowski. It just looked like McFarland didn't see him out there, and he kept going. And what a great pass by Meikle and a great route by Rutowski. It just looked like McFarland didn't think they were going to pass the ball on that, but that was a great throw and a great catch for Evansville. And they are on McFarland's about 29-yard line. So to open up this second quarter with a little air attack, and then they keep it on the ground. Brown just churning his feet. Low tackles for McFarland again. Gets about 6 yards. It will take a lot of people to take the big guy down right there, but they will keep using multiple bodies, lots of subs to get him down. So it's 2nd and about 5, ball on the 24-yard line. It did look like whistles are blown right here. Timeout by McFarland. Looked like they weren't set or weren't ready for that next play, and Evansville was moving a little quicker than McFarland wanted to, so that was a good timeout call by Coach Ackley. So talking it over, just trying to get that defense set for him right now. But to open up this second quarter, Evansville goes through the air. It was a pretty big completion from Meikle to Rutowski, and Rutowski is a senior, 6'5", 187, so that's a big target he's throwing it to. I know McFarland cornerbacks are not anywhere near that size, so if you just throw it up for a jump ball, Rutowski will come down with the majority of the time. But they're taking the field right now. Hopefully McFarland can get a quick stop here, try to slow this running attack down of Evansville. 2nd and 5, ball on McFarland's 24-yard line. They fake the handoff to Brown. Meikle's rolling out. Hits Rutowski once again. He avoids the tackler inside the 10-yard line. They push him back. A gang tackle from McFarland. He gets to about the 9-yard line. That was a good little play-action fake handoff right there, and Rutowski just came across the middle. Meikle hit him right on the numbers. There it is. He rolls out, avoids the tackler right there, and then there he is, avoids a couple, and then the team tackle by McFarland pushes him back. But momentum got him to about the 9-yard line. Here we go, handoff to Brown. He rumbles and reaches, but gets to about the 1-yard line. So now Evansville with a quicker attack right now, and they just are keeping it on the ground, and I am betting that they are going to give the ball to number 31, Baker, their 5'7", 225-pound fullback right there. Ball's on the 1, maybe 2-yard line, and there's another whistle, another timeout by McFarland. So another stoppage by McFarland right there. I think they just want to try to catch their breath, try to get on the same page as all the coaches, and they just want to all get on the same page as the defense right there. But I know a lot of people know who's getting the ball on this play, and that's going to be Brown there, Evansville's 5'7", 225-pound fullback. Very senior-led team, this Evansville is led. But Meikle is only a sophomore, so they do have a couple more years with that size and that arm for Evansville running this offense. But let's see if McFarland can stop him here, get a goal line stance on about 2nd and 2. Meikle takes the center, hands it off to Brown. Brown is untouched, only gets touched in the end zone for the 2-yard touchdown. So, Riker Brown with the score. And that was just opened up by the big holes from their offensive line. And he was untouched until he got to the end zone. But it does look like Evansville will go for 2 here to try to get it to, a 14-0 game. So they set up in their 2-back set. They hand it off to Brown. Brown lunges forward and gets in the end zone. So they do get the 2-point conversion. So right now, with 10-17 left in the ball game, here's a replay right now, and you could just see, look at the huge hole that Brown had to run through right there. Chase did try to wrap him up, but Brown just ran right through him. So with 10-17 left in the ball game, it is Evansville 14, McFarland nothing. We will see if the offense can get something going here for McFarland, if they can maybe open it up in the air a little bit more, or maybe go on the ground some more. I'm not sure. But we will see what McFarland can write up in this second quarter right here. Their defense has been on the field for quite some time, so we will see fatigue come into play right now. But now Topple's setting the ball up, taking his couple steps back right there, and he'll approach. Deep back for the Spartans, we have Ryan McDonald and Grayson Wilson. And here's the kickoff by Topple, and he sends that deep. Grayson gets it at about the 11-yard line, and he has a lot of room. And look at him go! And he gets to about the 41-yard line, trying to jumpstart him, and look at that energy that he has. What a great return there by Grayson Wilson. He had an opening right there, and he just went through that opening. So what a great start. So hopefully this little momentum could get them going. 1st and 10 for McFarland. Ball is on their own 41-yard line. 10:09 left in the second quarter. Wedvik lines up under center. Going to the air here. Getting it to Chase. Oh, just a little high and out of his reach. Wedvik put it in a spot where Chase could go get it, but it was just a tad out of his reach. It was a pretty good out route there, about 6-7 yards, and Evansville just hasn't been covering that well. Wedvik put it in a good spot. They just couldn't connect on that. So, 2nd and 10, ball on the 41-yard line. Alsmo is in motion. He pulls it back, and Wedvik did keep it, and he got to about the 45-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. So it looked like he fakes it off right there to keel it, and then a missed tackle there, and he scampers for about 4 to 5 yards, but you see who made that tackle, none other than number 69, Andrew Barra for Evansville. Looks like that's a chop block. So a chop block on McFarland. I'm not sure who that was on, but that's going to move the ball back, and that does not help. So penalties are costing McFarland right now. Stopping that 4th and 7 and now they're just putting their offense in a worse position right now. So the ball, I just see the refs keep moving back. It's about second, and we will go with 26. So they have some distance to work with here, but hopefully they can chop in that a little bit. They set in their option formation. They got 2 wides right now. Wedvik is under center, fakes the handoff, and they're running a little dump down screen, but it is incomplete. Oh, and a flag comes right at the end of that play. It did look like Jordan Meyer for Evansville, just a little late contact on Liam Keeley on that. So, personal foul on Evansville. It was that late hit by Meyer that just was unnecessary. It's one of those plays. So now it gives McFarland an opportunity, and we can see on replay right here, and it's right there. Ooh, it wasn't on number 25. I'm mistaken that. It was Devin Nipple. Devin Nipple hit him after the play on that. So he couldn't stop his momentum on that. So now McFarland, instead of 2nd and 26, replays it down at 2nd and 11. Couple wide swing pass right there to McDonald, but he gets nowhere on that play. He kind of tripped up and just got stopped right in his tracks right there. A little footing issue right back there, and so that's kind of like an incomplete pass that got nowhere, you know. So now it's another long 3rd down for McFarland. So we will see what they can do on this. 3rd and 11, ball is on the 40-yard line. We have about 9 minutes left in the ball game. Wedvik's under center right now. Drops back for the pocket, airs it out, and Werwinski gets it, and he lunges for the first down. Ooh, this is going to be close. What a great throw and great catch by Werwinski. It looked like the ball was behind him a little bit, and here's the throw. Look at Wedvik. Oh, and Chase made a great play reaching back. Battles off that tackle and then lunges for that first down. So this is going to be close. I'm not sure if they're going to measure it, but it looks like on the sideline that they have the 4th down right there. But here comes the chain gang to measure it. This is going to be a close one. So spotting up the ball, we will see how close this is. I don't know if he lunged far enough for it. So, oh, and that is a first down by the tip of the football. The nose of the football. Wow, that was very, very close. I'm not sure what Coach Ackley would have done on that 4th down. But he doesn't have to think about that right now because the Spartans did get a first down on that play. So great throw, great catch. Wedvik to Werwinski. Hopefully we hear a lot of that tonight. So ball is just on the other side of the 50-yard line. 8:50 left in the ball game. McFarland is down. McDonald's in motion. They hand the ball off to Jensen, it looks like, and he is just stuffed right there. He had no running room. He tried putting his head down, but no hole was open. So it looks like a gain of nothing on that. But, I mean, can you blame him? He had nowhere to go on that. So it's a 2nd and 10 on that. Set up in their option formation. Wedvik's, pump once. He airs it out. Werwinski's over there. Oh, and he makes, he thought he made the catch, but it bobbled out. But there is a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is right here. Wedvik put it out there for Werwinski to go up and get it. But here it is. He goes up for it. I thought he had it. And then, and then it came up. He just landed right on it. It does look like that is on Evansville. A little pass interference right there on Evansville. So that will be another first down for McFarland. Let's see where they spot the ball right here, how far up they'll move it on this penalty. There's the refs walking it up. There you go. Marks it down. all the way to the 34-yard line. Little momentum for the Spartans right here. The crowd's getting energized a little bit. I like that. There you go. Hand off to Alsmo, and look at, he's got a crease, and there he goes. But another 2 flags on the play. The flags are flying now, and I'm not liking this. That's just slowing down momentum. It's just slowing down the pace of the game, holding on the Spartans. The first quarter, we didn't have a lot of holding calls, but now the flags have been flying from the referees. So it looked like on that little sweep play for Alsmo, one of the linemen just held him. So now penalties once again, pushes the ball back to Evansville's 46-yard line. So it will be a 1st and 20 now. 8 minutes left in the ball game. Evansville is up 14-0. So a little momentum for the Spartans, with those penalties. And then guess what? More penalties keep pushing them back now. So let's see what McFarland can write up on this play now. McDonald's in motion. Oh, fumble. Let's hope they... Yep. So it looked like just a bad exchange right there for the Spartans. Just looked like a bad exchange, and so Wedvik couldn't get his hands on the ball and just fumbled it, and luckily got on it, and no harm, no foul, but it did push him back even more. So they lost 2 yards on that play. 2nd and 22 now. And it looks like they have 2 wideouts out to the side. Wedvik dropping back. Good protection. Gets it. Oh, Herbst. I think that was intended for Grayson Wilson, but Herbst came up with the ball. So great heads-up play there by Herbst. So we will see here a little wobbly pass out of the reach for Wilson, but then Herbst does come up with the ball right there. So they picked up about 6 yards on that, 5-6 yards. So it's 3rd and 17, ball on the 44-yard line. 6:50 left in the ball game. Wedvik looking at the sidelines for a play call. Gets under center. Dropping back, good protection. He launches it deep. He has Herbst. Oh, but Herbst was out of bounds. That was a great pass. Oh, but guess what, guys? Shocker. Another flag on the play. Let's see what this one is now. I'm not sure, since they're talking with Evansville, if it means that it was on McFarland. We will get the call from the head official down here really quick. It looks like a legal hit to the face right there. So they must have clubbed Wedvik on that when he was dropping back. Not really sure, but they are marching forward. So it is, I don't know if they'll replay 3rd down or if they get an automatic 1st down here. So 34-yard line, it is 3rd and 10 now. So they still get one more chance at this. Wedvik lining up under center. Jensen, the lone back behind him. There he goes, drops back, airs it out, and he airs it too far, and it is picked off. Picked off. That throw got away from him, and Tarwicki came up with the interception. So here it is. Wedvik just overthrew his intended receiver, and it looked like McDonald, and Tarwicki was just waiting in the backfield, just playing like a center field, waiting for a pop fly right there. So that's an unfortunate turn of events right there. Wedvik just got too much air under that ball, and now turnover for the Spartans. So they lose a little more momentum on that. So Evansville gets the ball at their own 12-yard line. Handing it off right now to Banks, and he has a hole, and look at him going all the way down to about the 27-yard line. He just hit that crease, and it looked like he just shot out of a cannon right there. So then the McFarland team tackled, took him down at about the 27, 28 yard line. So first run gets about 13, 14 yards, and Chase coming off the field now. Let's see if McFarland's front five can stop him now. Oh, it does look like we have some movement on Evansville, and a couple more flags fly, but that will be a false start on Evansville. It's a 5-yard penalty and marches them back 5 yards, so that does help the Spartans. So it's 1st and 15 now. Ball is on about the 23-yard line. Meikle takes under center with Topple, and the three-headed attack for Evansville in the backfield, led with their big fullback Brown. Gets it off, but fakes it. Redders gets a handoff, makes a couple cuts, makes a couple moves, and gets to about the 34-yard line right there. He made a couple great moves to avoid those tacklers and avoid those cuts right up there. And he got a good gain on the play right there. So now it's about 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. Ball on the 33-yard line. So we have Redders, Brown, and Banks in the backfield right there. But now moves them, so it looks like trips to the wide side right there. Shotgun formation along with Ratowski. Keeps it. Little swing pass. Oh, but it's eaten up, and what a play by the Spartans on that. A huge hit by Brent Sherrick right there. He read that play beautifully, and he gobbled up. Oh, look at this replay. He had no clue, and what a tackle by Sherrick. Great play on the Spartan defense, and another great replay by our crew up here. Top-notch crew up here. I am spoiled. You guys do not even understand how spoiled I am up here. So, top-notch. I am working with the best in the area here. Now a long 3rd down for Evansville, what the Spartans just needed. Sends Ratowski out wide. Here he goes. Meikle drops back, throws it up for him. And, oh, does he come up with it? It looks like he does. Wow, what a throw, what a catch. Meikle to Ratowski once again. McFarland will have to have some answer for that combination up there. But like I said earlier, you just throw it up to the 6'5" receiver, and he'll come down with it. What an over-the-shoulder catch by Ratowski. And Meikle, a great pass as well. So ball's on the 50. They hand it off to Brown, and he is keep moving. He just keeps moving the pile and moving his feet for about a gain of 8 in McFarland's territory now. So the ball is on about the 43-yard line. 3:50 left in the ball game not the ball game, excuse me. My apologies. In the first half. 2nd, and we will say 3 yards. That big offensive line is just pushing McFarland now. So hopefully they have an answer. Hands it off to Redders, and they eat him up right there. But guess what? Another flag comes out on that far sideline. So we will see what the call is on this one. A lot of flags in this first half, in the second quarter especially. First quarter, didn't have too many, but now this second quarter, we're having a lot more. It looks like it is holding on Evansville, and McFarland will accept it. Holding on Evansville, and that will push him back 10 yards. So getting some breaks here a little bit. McFarland making a lot of substitutions, which is good, trying to get that defensive front, get him some rest a little bit, because that defense has been on the field for quite some time now. And it looks like Evansville's front line right there, they'll just wear you down. This ground game of Evansville will wear you down. McFarland hustling, looks like they weren't ready to set up right there. Now they are. Meikle is under center. Fakes the handoff. Oh, and swings it back to Ratowski, but that looks like, and misses the tackle. And let's see if Chase can get him. He's in the 10. Now he's inside the 10. He scampers on the sideline right there. And it looked like they just ran a great play action and then swung it right back to the opposite field right there. Here's the replay, and look at this. What a great block right there. It did look like a hold, but makes Herbst miss right there, and then he had open room going down the sideline, and luckily Werwinski made a great angle and a great tackle on him right there, and then along with Tyler Johnson. Now Evansville has momentum going here. 1st and 10, ball on McFarland's 9-yard line. And it looks like they will keep the ball on the ground here. Handing it off to Redders. He makes a cut, and he gets in the end zone. But as you can see, that little yellow cloth flies once again into our picture right there. And I am anticipating this is coming back once again. Another holding on Evansville. Moving back 10 yards. But it's still 1st down. That little sweep play for Evansville right there. A little handoff and just sweep up the middle. It's been working very well for him. Redders was untouched. It's just making quick cuts, and he stays so low to the ground. And he has great speed. But enough of that last play. It moves back. It is deleted. So now Evansville has a 1st and goal from the 19-yard line. Very rare you see that. Hands it off to Banks. Oh, but he is tackled up with McFarland. He gets inside the 15-yard line to about the 12 right there. So a little sweep to the other side that time, and Banks got the call on that one. Now it's 2nd and goal at about the 12-yard line. Very rare that you see it 2nd and goal outside the 10, but with that penalty, it moves them back. So Meikle is under center right now. In the backfield, we have Browns and Redders. Hands it off to Redders. He makes a couple cutbacks. Oh, he gets outside a little bit, but what a great tackle by Werwinski. It looked like Redders was going to have the corner on that, but Werwinski made a great play, went high on the tackle for now a crucial 3rd and goal. There's it looks like 25 or 35 left in the ball game right now. And here's the replay right here. Bounces outside, but stiff arms right there and a great tackle. Here we go. Banks gets it. Oh, and he is stuffed by number 61, Jacob Green. What a play. The one-arm machine out there with that club hand and all is making plays out there. What a play. So 3rd and goal. Now is 4th and goal. It is 4th and goal, and let's see if Evansville, they're just going to let this time wind down. There's under a minute left in the game, so let's see if they'll let this time wind down, take a timeout then. But what a stop for the Spartans. Another crucial 3rd down stop. And the fans are getting into it. This is awesome. A little quiet from the student section, but they are representing USA. It looks like it's USA Day today. So, timeout Evansville with about, I'm going to go with 36 seconds left. I have one of the cameras in the way, so I can't tell if it's a 2 or a 3 over there. It is 26, so I was told by our crew members up here. Luckily, they have good eyes because I don't. So, 26 seconds left. Timeout Evansville. Ball is on McFarland's 12-yard line. So, we will see if Evansville does attempt to go for it or if they go for the field goal. Not sure what they're going to do. But the second quarter, we've seen a lot of excitement. A lot of penalties as well, too, for that. But a lot of excitement. Only one score so far by Brown, that 2-yard scamper early in the second quarter. McFarland was having some momentum, but did turn it over in Evansville territory, trying to go for that long bomb there. The ball just got out of it just soared with Wedvik. But Evansville's taking the field right now. So we will see what Coach Grovestein has drawn up with them. It is 4th and goal right now. Meikle takes under center. Ratowski goes wide. And also Katzmeyer. Meikle rolling wide. Chucks it up. Batted down by McFarland. And what a play again by none other than Chase Werwinski. Meikle rolled to his right, just threw it up there, but Werwinski was there. Here's the replay. Meikle just chucked it up there off of his back leg, and Werwinski batted it down. That was intended for the big tight end, Trevor Bielman, 6'5", 215. So just size upon size for Evansville. But McFarland does come up big right now. And they have the ball with the turnover on downs with 20 seconds left remaining in this first half. They will be in the shotgun formation. Trips to the right side right here. Wedvik takes the snap. Sets it. There it is. Oh, it looked like they were trying to do a little hook and ladder right there. And who made the catch was Nick Jorgensen, a 6'3" junior. They're trying to go quick right here. Little confusion. 12, 11, 10. Let's see if Wedvik can get the snap off. Gets it off. Rolls. Gets the pass. Gets it to Werwinski. Werwinski battles to about the 33-yard line. And there is 1 second on the clock. Timeout taken by Coach Ackley. So a couple pass plays right there. Got a little momentum going. It's good to see him throwing it in the air a little bit. That's good. They've been moving it very well, but they've also had Wedvik throw an INT, and he's also thrown a little high a little bit. But he is making completions as well, so that is the key. So with this timeout, I'm not sure what the coaching staff of McFarland is drawing up, if they will take a knee or if they will try some trickery down here. The one thing that you have to take into consideration if you are doing that trickery is the turnover factor, or is that sack. So you're not sure yet. And look, so I'm not sure what we're going to do. But we also have Anna Iwanski down there. She is going to help us out this second half right by Ryan Denzer. So that's great. We got another one on our crew, so that's awesome. So here we go. Let's see what McFarland has drawn up here. Wedvik is in the shotgun. Alsmo goes out wide. Here they come. They bring the pressure. There they go. Werwinski gets it. He gets it to about across the 50-yard line, and then he's tackled down. So gets it to the 49-yard line. But that is the half right there. The score, here's the replay of that. Great throw by Wedvik. Gets it to Werwinski, but Evansville was just playing off, not giving up the big play on that. And going into halftime, McFarland is down by the score 14-0. So they saw some good things out there, and then some things, the penalties is key, and a couple turnovers as well. So it's always that momentum. They get it going, but then it just stops. So hopefully the second half will bring something different. We will take a quick little break right now, and we will let the dance team do their thing, coached by Lexi Schrader out there. And we will come back at the start of the third quarter. Back for football. Exciting first half. A lot of things happened. A lot of yellow cloth was on the field. But here come the McFarland Spartans, down 14-0 after a very tough first half of football right there. Evansville did move the ball pretty well. They moved the ball very well on the ground game. But they also had some air, or a lot of yards through the air going with Melky to Ratowski. That would look like the connection through Evansville. But with McFarland, they got a lot of yards through the air as well, with Wedvik to Werwinski. And hopefully we're seeing a lot more of that as this ball game gets underway. But I also want to give a shout out to the two people who usually are working that I'm filling in for. Bill Cather, who's in sunny Hawaii, He might even be listening to this live broadcast right now, right on the beach. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bill Cather is listening to this. And also John Wells. He is working at the racetrack tonight. They have a very big event right there. So I am filling in for him. And I get the opportunity to fill in. And there's a great crew that we are working with, that I am working with tonight. We have Justin Janis, Andrew Day, Ryan Denzer, Chase Irwin, and Eric Redding. So that is the crew that I have here that I am fortunate enough to be working with, that I am very lucky. They make my job a whole lot easier to do this because they just set up things a lot easier.
His 18th birthday.
Oh, and I've just told it is Ryan Denzer's 18th birthday today. So we all got to say one big happy birthday to Ryan Denzer. What a way to celebrate an 18th birthday, Ryan. I'm glad you could be part of it with us. I'm glad a big part of McFarland and a good crowd of Evansville can help you celebrate it tonight at Lloyd Schneider Stadium. So the last couple things getting ready here for McFarland, they added about a minute 40 left on that halftime clock just to get our extra little warm-up going for this. But some of the scoring that happened in that first half. In the first quarter, we had Nathan Redders with a 10-yard run with 2:37 left in the first quarter. And then Riker Brown, a two-yard run with about 10:17 left in the second quarter. And then we also had an interception for McFarland that was deep in Evansville's territory. And that happened with about 4 minutes left in the ballgame, right around that time. So those are some of the highlights that happened in the first half. And some of the big plays that happened was the connection between the QB, Zachary Melke, and the wide receiver, Kyle Rutowski. We saw that connection a couple times right now in that first half, and hopefully McFarland can have an answer for that. But we did see the connection of Chase Werwinski and Brady Wedvick quite a bit as well, too. So hopefully that play calling for McFarland can keep the ball in the air and get that run game going to even open up as well, too. So teeing up for the Spartans, we have number 11, Nick Herbst, taking the kickoff, and deep back for Evansville, we have Brennan Banks and also it looks like Chase Katzenmeyer. Or it's either Nathan Redders. Yep, it's Katzenmeyer. Deep back for Evansville. Herbst taking his steps back, getting set, and we are underway in Lloyd Schneider Stadium for the second half of tonight's game. There's the kickoff to about the 25-yard line. Oh, and what a great tackle. But guess what? Just like how we ended the first half, another flag comes out on the field. Good little pooch kick right there by Herbst, and it was a great tackle, great start by the special teams. But we will see the call from the head referee, as it didn't take long for that first flag to come flying once again. Looks like a personal foul. Looks like a personal foul on Evansville right there. A little hitting in the head. It's never a good thing. That'll move Evansville back, I believe, about 15 yards. Coach Ackley trying to fire up his boys on the sideline right there. Well, let's see if this penalty will kind of spark them up. Actually, I'm mistaken. That's a lot more than 15 yards. It is so... From where they got the ball, they just moved it back. Now it's 1st and 10, ball on the 16-yard line. So they split wide, 2 wide receivers. Rutowski's up on the top right there. The big tight end's in motion, and they hand the ball off to Brown, and he makes a quick little step, and look at, he spins move, and he gets to about the 35. He's still going, gets to about the 37-yard line, and so that penalty... It kind of was just taken away right there, because what a great play there by the big fella, Brown, right there. Riker Brown making a couple guys miss and spin move right there, and finally brought down at Evansville's 38-yard line. So you thought a little momentum for McFarland, but it was just taken away with Evansville's ground game right there. Another handoff. There's Redders making his cuts up to the 47, 48-yard line, and that's another Evansville's first down. So to open up the half for Evansville, 2 runs, 2 first downs. And that offensive line right now is just going to work. And this is where they might go to work very well, because McFarland's front defensive line is very thin and very small up there. So they send the 2 Redders and Banks out wide. Brown's right behind. Redders in motion. They fake the handoff. Redders gets the ball. He makes a cut up the middle, and he gets on the other side of the field to about McFarland's 40, we'll say 47, 46-yard line right there. So it's about 2nd and 5 right now. Redders does a great job of making those little cutbacks right there. But, I mean, he does have the holes. He does have the openings from that big front line right there. So Milky takes under center with Topple. Hands it off to Banks right there. Makes a guy miss and gets tripped up by Christian Jensen. What a shoelace tackle on that. So it brings up about 3rd and 3 on McFarland's 45-yard line. Crowd is a little quiet right here for this 3rd down, but this is kind of a crucial area, because this is kind of in the punt area or the go for it. But I know Evansville coach, they'll go for it if they don't get it, but they give it to the big guy, Brown, and he turns around, but the gain tackle gets him. They try to push him back to about the 30 or 41-yard line, but that moves the chains for another Evansville's first down. Here's the replay right there. And what can you say, folks? I mean, once the big guy gets going, it's hard to take him down. He needed all the help he could get. It took about 4 or 5 McFarland guys just to push him back right there. But another running first down for Evansville. They're just keeping the ball on the ground this series so far. And let's see if they'll keep it going. They don't make a lot of subs on offense, but now they send their 2 wideouts, Reese and Ratowski, out wide. Meikle takes it, gets the handoff, and that is Banks right there, and he is stuffed. What a good play by McFarland on that. They send the 2 wideouts out there, but then Banks had nowhere to go, so he gained about 2 yards. So it's about 2nd and 8. Ball on McFarland's 38-yard line. That was a good defensive play on McFarland right there. Just stopped Banks up high. He held it up high and then couldn't get anywhere. So that was good penetration by the Spartans line. Sends some guys in motion. Banks comes out wide right here. Oop. Meikle hands the ball off to Brown. It's a little stutter step, and he is gobbled up. What a great play by the one-arm machine. Jacob Green, once again, he's making some big tackles right there. So, and look at that crowd. Look at that crowd, full of spirit right there. They need to get a little louder. They need to get a little more rowdy right there. So, it is 3rd and 7 right now. Ball is on McFarland's 37-yard line. They hand it off to Redders. Redder makes a cutback, and look at the yellow cloths fly once again. He was stopped up short, but if I'm a betting man, I'm guessing this is a holding play once again. It is a holding on Evansville. So they will repeat 3rd down. This will push the Blue Devils back. So from the spot of the foul, they move them back 10 yards. So this sets up well for the Spartans right now. It's about 3rd and 17. Ball is on McFarland's 47-yard line. And let's see what Evansville formation is. They stay center, and look, they play action. It's a pass. Let's see what they can do. Meikle's rolling out wide. He dumps it down and it's just out of the reach of Banks and through the hands of Tyler Johnson right there. What a little play action rollout play. Meikle kept it going right there. He kept the play going, but just flung it a little high off the hands of Banks. And then Tyler Johnson comes out of your picture right there. Almost gets the INT, but no harm, no foul. So it's now a long 4th down. And let's see what Evansville does here. They're set up in the punt. Faking it a little bit. They had Brown and Banks right there. So now the snap to Banks. Little rugby style kick, and he launches it. Werwinski lets it go, and that's a smart decision because it rolls in the back of the end zone for a touchback. So trying to pin the Spartans down backfired just a tad right there, but that was a very smart play by Werwinski to let that ball go. It looked like he was going to pick that up, but he let that go. So the Spartans will have it at their own 20-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 with about 7:38 left in the 3rd quarter. Let's see their first offensive series, what Wedvik and the Spartans can do now. Let's see if the coaching staff goes to the air, what they were doing towards the end of the half, or if they keep the ball on the ground. Send Alsmo in motion. They pitch it out wide there. He gets a little momentum, gets it out to about the 21, 22-yard line, we'll say. So gain of a couple. So they send him in that motion, and they just do a little pitch out to him. So he has momentum, which is good, but then he's got to just get the edge right there. And a lot of the time he doesn't, because Evansville players are just reading that very well. So 2nd and 7. McDonald does go in motion. They fake the pitch. Oh, Wedvik did pitch it, but they did call that a pass, I believe. So they called that an incomplete. That's a little odd. I didn't realize that Wedvik was passing that. It did look like a pitch, but it becomes an incomplete pass. So it's now 3rd and 7. Spartans are in shotgun formation. They have Herbst and Werwinski out wide right now. Let's see if the offensive line gives them protection. Wedvik launches it deep, and it's out of the reach of Werwinski, but the flag flies once again. They were looking for the call. Evansville coaches were labeling for no call right there, but it did look like right at the end there, the cornerback was holding Werwinski. But we will see if this is on Evansville or McFarland. I'm not sure which team this is on. Let's see what the referees will make on this one. Pass interference on the offense, so it's on Werwinski. So the penalty is declined, and it will be 4th down. So you thought that it would have been defensive pass interference, but actually Werwinski got flagged for that play right there. So that will bring out the punting unit. Chase is set up back right there. And back for Evansville, we have Tarwicki and Katzenmeyer deep for Evansville. Good little kick. Gets a good roll. And there's one more flag once again. Shocker, people. So that is Katzenmeyer trying to get to the outside, and he gets nowhere on that. So he made a couple guys miss right there, but once I saw the flag fly, I knew that was either coming back or we're redoing the play once again. It seems like about every other play, there's a penalty flag out there. So it's very hard to get any flow of the game right now. The first quarter didn't have that much, but we're going to go with another holding on Evansville, so that probably gives us about 20 for the game. That might be, I might be lowballing that guess as well too. So So that moves the ball back all the way into Evansville territory when they did return it into McFarland's territory. So the ball will be placed. They're walking it off. We're going to make it at Evansville's 36-yard line. So that's where they will take over with about 6:41 left in the game right now. Defense is out there once again for the Spartans. I know they're a tired group out there, but let's see if they can get a little momentum going. So they got two wides with Brown and Rudders in the backfield right now. Meikle drops back, lets it fly, gets it out to Katzenmeyer, makes a move, and he gets to about the 47-yard line. So Katzenmeyer gets it right before the first down, made Herbst miss just a little bit, and got about 12 on the play. So for a first down. So there's the little swing out pass. You see, he caught it about 5-6 yards, but then made Herbst miss right there. Good stiff arm, and got a good chunk of change out of that. So one play, one first down for Evansville. They're keeping that momentum going. They send the two running backs out with the big boy Brown back there. They hand it off to Brown, but he is stuffed by McFarland. A good play by the front line right there. Gain of about maybe 1 for that. But that was very good. Very good by, and Brown is limping off a little bit. So I hope he's okay with that. We will see if he can return. But just look like he's limping a little bit. I'm not sure what's wrong, if it's back, cramping, whatnot. But we do have a different sub in there, and that's number 30, Chase Katzenmeyer. But they fake the handoff. Melke is rolling deep. And it is picked off. There goes Grayson Wilson down the sideline. He's going to about the 30, and he is taken out. What a play. It looked like there was holding on that. But you know what? Meikle rolled outside, and Grayson was there for the interception. What a play, McFarland. And let's see if this momentum can carry over on their offense. Another great defensive stop for the Spartans. With 5:24 left in the ball game, McFarland gets its first turnover. And so the ball is at Evansville's 30-yard line, 14-0. Let's see what their offense can do right now. They're waiting right now, waiting for the setup. I'm not sure what. Exchanging the balls. Mike Friedel's been doing that. Great community member. Doing that for so many years. Great help to these kids. I know he's helped out the coaching staff a lot and helped out these boys a lot. Puts in a lot of time and effort on these Friday nights. So, Wedvik just about ready to get under center right now. Got two wide. Alsmo's in motion, dropping back. He lets it fly, and he's going to that side right there. Oh, and it's through the hands of Zach Neild right there. He threw it up. Neild was battling with the defender over there for Evansville, and it just went right through his hands. Here's the replay of this. Great shot right here. Wedvik just let it fly, and he was battling with, it looks like a little hold, but then, it just went right through his hands. So he was battling with Mark Tarwicki right there, Evansville's cornerback. I like that the referees actually let him play, and they didn't throw a flag on that. What a shocker right there. McDonald comes in motion. They got lucky because Barra was about ready to just sack Wedvik right there. But another false start for the Spartans. That will move them back 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 15 on Evansville's 35. So they try. I like that deep pass on that first play, but then the false start, it's they're losing a little momentum right here. Let's see if they can get it back. The offense just can't get anything going right now, but Evansville does have a big front four and some big cornerbacks. So play action right there. Wedvik, a little dump down pass right there. What a great play by Keeley. Oh, and he scampers for the first down. I love the play call by McFarland right there. Move the chains, that's what the refs say right there. And what a great throw, great catch by Liam Keeley right there. Wedvik just a little dump down pass right over the defender's hand, and he scampered for a gain of about 12. Oh, no, even more because it was 2nd and 15. So he gained a good chunk of yards on that. So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 17-yard line, just under 5 minutes left in the quarter. Let's see what they can do here. Send Alsmo in motion, then they bring him back. They pitch it. Oh, and it's a bad pitch. He's got to get on that. I don't know if he fell on that or not. It looked like he was reaching for it, but the refs are calling that McFarland did recover it. 2nd down. So that will move him back even more now. You see the pitch right there. It was just too far ahead of McDonald right there, and luckily McDonald made a good play, reached that big arm out, and just recovered it because guess who was coming on there? Barrow was. And he would have gobbled that ball up if McDonald wasn't there. So they lose about 6 yards on that. So they're in shotgun. Wedvik, 4 wideouts. He's looking. Oh, he's got Werwinski. Great throw, great catch. Gets them back to the line of scrimmage where they were before. That was a great throw. He kept it high, kept it in a place where Werwinski could go up and get it. And here it is. Great throw and nice and high. Look at that, and Werwinski brought it down. And that was a good tackle right there by Tanner Meehan. So it's 3rd and 10. Ball back on the 17. 3:30 to go left in this quarter. In shotgun again. They're rolling out. He's looking for the corner of the end zone. And, but the flags fly once again. It was intended for Alsmo, and 2 Evansville defenders did not turn back and look for the ball. So that will be pass interference on Evansville, and it will be another 1st down for McFarland. Refs are discussing once again like they've done just about every single play out here. But they want to get it right. Pass interference on Evansville. So we will see where they place the ball. I saw him hold up a 3 on that. So is it still 3rd down? Or is it 1st down? There you go. Now we switched it up. Ball is at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for McFarland. 3:19 left. They have momentum. Oh, now it's the officials' timeout right now. I think they just want to get the spot of the football correct and everything. So I like the play call. Going through the air, through the Spartans on that. Going in the corner to Alsmo. Alsmo had him beat. And it just looked like Wedvik put a little too much air under it, but the Evansville defenders just ran into him at the right time, you could say, and they got that pass interference call. So we'll see if McFarland can capitalize on this play right here. Got to thank the crew up here again. I've had a pleasure working with them. I've done it a number of times already, and now going solo, they make this job a lot easier on me. So I got to thank them. I would keep thanking them because they're the best in the business. So, head official blows his whistle. We are underway. Wedvik's under center. Got that option formation. Ooh, we got Summer is in, but he fumbles the ball. He took a big hit. And that is not what the Spartans needed right there. You had Arthur going in motion right here, and we'll see it. Just the pitch right there. And he just couldn't hang on to it. He gets the hit by Barra, and look at that. Just couldn't recover it right there. So it was that pitch, just couldn't come up with the ball. So again, turnovers in the red zone. There are turnovers deep in the red zone or deep in Evansville's territory. Brown is back in the backfield once again. Let's see if they'll give it to him. They send Banks in motion, and then they hand it off to Redders up the middle, and he scampers for about 10 yards, but that will be a first down. Taken down there by Werwinski. So the ball is on the 30-yard line. So 3:05 left, 1st and 10. Ball is on, the 25-yard line. So just when you thought McFarland had momentum with the Wilson interception, Evansville gets the turnover. And then first play, once again, gets a first down. They faked, and he's eaten up once again by the one-arm machine, Jacob Green. What a stop right there. Tried a little trickery right there, Evansville did, but McFarland read that play beautifully. So, that was a great stop by McFarland's front four right there and the linebackers on that play. Great penetration on that. So, we will see. There's some of the coaching staff right there. We will see what Evansville does on this play right here. Send Banks in motion. They give him the ball, and he has a crease, and he gets up there to about, we will say, the 32, 33-yard line. So this sets up a manageable third down, 3rd and 3 for the Blue Devils right now. They like to keep it on the ground right now, but with this short of yardage, if I'm a betting man, I will say they will go with Brown. But we're going to have a little technical difficulties. We have take a timeout right now because the scoreboard just went out. So, yeah, it wasn't us. I just want to report it wasn't us. Yeah, the scoreboard just went out for some odd reason. Not sure. It was working just fine, but it just went out. So, we're going to take a little breather right now, but we're going to thank some of the sponsors on this lovely sheet of paper I have on my program. So we'd like to thank the McFarland Steak Bake, Fastenal, Banker Thiele, Edward Jones, Joe Muty, Nelson's Bus Service, Farmers Insurance, the Mike Chandler Agency, Spurley Farms, Ken's Automotive, Maine Moon, Credo Product Development Inc., Huntington Learning Center, State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman Agency, Helverson Construction, Angelo's in McFarland, the Washaw Construction, Fellow Flowers, Culver's, Dentistry by Design, Quick Trip, Monda's Family Hair Care, Gingerbread Preschool and Daycare, Spartan Bowl, Madison Futsal Academy, Shelton Signs, Green Lantern, Spartan Pizza, and Dan Chin Homes. We'd like to thank all of those sponsors for their time and for the opportunities that they do to sponsor McFarland and the Spartan Athletics. So we thank all of those community members, all of those community businesses, and all of the other businesses as well. We thank you for your time and your efforts you put towards the McFarland School District. We thank you for that. So it looks like right now, when they're trying to sort this out, the teams can't talk to their coaches right now.
I don't think so.
Looks like they can only stay a certain distance away right now. It's kind of odd. But we're just waiting for some technical difficulties right now, trying to sort this whole thing out. But we've had an exciting night of football so far, and also Parents' Night as well. We had the recognition of the band parents we had at halftime. We also had some first and second grade flag footballers running across the field. They got recognized. We had our performance by the dance team. We had our mini poms during pregame, and we also had the band perform pregame as well too. So a lot going on tonight here at Lloyd Schneider Stadium. We are getting a little, well, they got the lights back on, but let's see if we can reset the whole thing now. Let's hope it comes back to the correct score and everything. This is a first, folks. I have not seen our scoreboard shut off like that. But there's a first for everything, so. They're just waiting for it to fire back up. Not sure how long that will take. Aaron Day's saying it wasn't us who blew the fuse out of the scoreboard. Hopefully it wasn't us. I don't think it was either. But I believe whatever Aaron Day says. So there we go. There's a shot of our Spartans right there. There's also Coach Dirk talking with his quarterback Brady Wedvik right there, trying to sort things out. Hopefully we do. Then we got Anna Wansky down there, sideline reporter, doing a great job right now. Getting these great shots on the sideline. But we're going back to the action. Even with no working scoreboard, we're going back, folks. So I like this. Let's play some more football. Hands it off to Banks right there, and he has stopped short, it looks like. But we'll see the spot of the foul right there. We will see where they spot that ball. It does look like the ref's holding up that fist, so it's a 4th and short. And Evansville will not hesitate with that big offensive line and some of those big bruising backs. They're going to go for it. Coach Grovestein not leaving anything to chance right here. He's just going for it. He's putting it up. He's putting up his best against McFarland's best right now. Seeing if they can get this half yard, we'll call it, if it's that even. Let's see if our defense can come up. So hands it off to Brown, and he stumbles, and he pushes his way, gets about 6, maybe 7 yards for the first down. No doubt about it that he got the first down there. So gets to about Evansville's 42-yard line, which is another running first down. Not sure how much time is left on the clock. I keep looking up, but I still see zeros all across the scoreboard. But on our bottom screen, we do have 14-0, so we do know the score with that. Sends 2 wideouts, Ratowski and Banks, in the shotgun formation for Meikle. Takes the snap, hands off to Ryers. He makes a cutback. Oh, and gets upended. What a tackle by Tyler Johnson right there. Great low tackle. Another good stop there. Christian Jensen was also on the stop as well, too. But getting in the middle right there, Ross Lewandowski is coming off the field, has been doing a great job in the middle, just eating up some space, taking those blockers on. And it does look like the third quarter is in the books right now. So, after 3 quarters, we have Evansville 14, McFarland nothing. A couple turnovers happened in that quarter. We had a interception with Evansville, who threw it to Grayson Wilson. He made a great play and scampered down the sidelines. And then McFarland was getting down there, and then they had a bobbled pitch, and they fumbled it in Evansville's territory. So that's 2 turnovers in Evansville's territory right now. So it's all that little momentum swing right now. But we will see with that fourth quarter what will happen. So starting this fourth quarter, Evansville will have the ball at their own 43, 44-yard line. And I'm actually going to bring out a stopwatch just to time it, just to see if I can actually run a play clock here. I'm not very good at multitasking, so we'll see how well this goes. But I just want to have a time, see how much time we have left in the game. 2 wideouts for Evansville. Fakes the handoff. Rudder gets the handoff. He scampers to about the 48-yard line. Misses a couple guys right there. Gets a couple misses as well, a couple misdirections. But goes to about the 47. Here's that fake pitch, and then Redder gets a handoff up the middle. See that? Gets another great tackle, low tackle by Tyler Johnson. Then Ryan McDonald and all of his other buddies come up with the stop. Great shot there. So it's a 3rd and 5 right now at Evansville's 48-yard line. Crucial play right now. Let's see if McFarland can stop him and get a little momentum going. Meikle lines up under center. Play action. Jensen's coming after him. Goes under the tight end. Oh, great tackle. Low tackle by McDonald. It looks like he's end up short right there. Trevor Bierman, the big tight end, 6'2", 215, came up with the pass. But he does come up short. What a great tackle there by McDonald. It is 4th and 1. But Evansville is going for it. And the ball is in McFarland territory now. And they have the 3-headed running backs right there with Banks, Brown, and Redders. Let's see who gets the ball on this. Hands it off to Brown, and he's hit in the backfield, but uses that momentum and pushes forward. Alsmo did hit him behind the line of scrimmage, but it's hard to take down 225 pounds by yourself. So he just trucked him forward and got the first down then. So, Evansville's moving the ball, and according to my stopwatch, about 2 minutes have gone off the clock right now. So, Meikle's under center, sends a couple wide now, Ratowski and Banks in the shotgun formation, calling out the play, gets the snap, dropping back, looks for Ratowski, but Herbst, a great defense there by Herbst. Ball was a little underthrown to Ratowski there, but great coverage there by Herbst. That was great. Yeah, the ball was a little underthrown. That was the first one that Meikle underthrew Ratowski there. So with him, here's the play right here. So throws it up, but underthrows him, and Nick Herbst was in the perfect position for it. So Meikle under center once again. Hands it off to Banks, and Banks has some running room to the left side there, but is stopped. Gets about 7-8 yards, crosses the 40-yard line to the 39. Brings up another 3rd and short for Evansville. McFarland just needs a stop here. They need a stop. They need to give their defense a little rest right now. Their defense has been out on that field for quite some time right now. Meikle's under center with Brown, and it looks like Banks, and Brown gets the handoff, and he is rumbling, and he gets a good 5 yards, 5-6 yards for another Blue Devil first down. So another 3rd and short, and you know who's getting the ball. It's gonna be Brown all day long. With size like that, how could you not give him the ball? So the ball is inside the 35-yard line, we'll say about the 34, 33. 4 minutes, according to my stopwatch, have been run off the clock right now. Send 2 wide with Banks and Ratowski. Meikle's under center right now with Brown behind him. Drops back to pass, hits Banks, but he overthrows him. Little out route right there, but Meikle threw it too far out, and they just couldn't connect on that. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10. So making the rotations for the Spartans right there. Evansville just couldn't connect on that little out route pass. The timing was a little off for him. But Meikle gets the play call from the sideline and runs back. We'll see if this is on the ground right now. So the last couple passes haven't worked out for Evansville, but they can always rely on their strong running game. Meikle making the play calls. Hands it off to Banks right there. And he just powers forward, and look at him power his way for about 10 yards. And the referees are saying, move those chains. Move those chains. And they do. So gain a little over 10 yards. Another running first down, and here he goes. Look at, follows those big lead blockers there. Number 55, that's Riley Wilson, 5'10", 245. And he also had Banks along with him too, so that's a lot of bodies leading the way for him. Meikle takes the snap, Hands it off and low tackle there. What a great tackle there by Nick Jorgensen, going low on Banks, and that's one of the only ways you can take, that's one of the only ways you can take Brown down is going for the legs. You can't tackle up high on him because you know what? He's going to run right over you, folks. There's our Spartans along with our coaching staff right there trying to get him pumped up. This fourth quarter, this is kind of the gut check time right here. Meikle's under center. Hands it off now to Banks. Banks following his blockers. Bounces it outside. But a good tackle down there by Herbst. And look at another flag comes out. So Banks bounced it to the outside right there. He got inside the 15-yard line. But we will see what this flag is all about. So holding on Evansville. That will move I don't know if that's a spot foul or if it will move all the way back. But this will definitely cancel out that first down on them. Yep, it is a spot foul, so it moves that run all the way back to the 20-yard line where it is 2nd and 6. About 7 minutes have run off the clock right now. Defense has been playing tough for McFarland. They've been on that field a majority of the time. Brown is alone back in the backfield right now. But, and there's the sack. He avoids it. But they tackle him, and they tackle him up big right there. But there's a flag on the play. And I'm not sure if this is going to be on the Spartans. Here it is. Look at that. There's the one-arm machine right there. Jacob Green along with all of his friends right there getting him. But there was a flag on the play. And I think this was on the Spartans. So that sack that just happened, that loss on the play, they moved the ball up. So it will be 2nd and about 12 on McFarland's 25-yard line. So we're seeing what is happening right now. And look at that. We have the clock up and running once again. Let's see how accurate I was on my stopwatch. I didn't stop my watch on first down, so I never had stoppage of play. But they have up on the scoreboard 7:20 left. And it's still 14-0. The ball is on the 25-yard line where it is 2nd and 12. Correction, 7:15 left on the clock. I just checked my phone, and Bill Cather gave me a call. He says, aloha to all my McFarland fans and go Spartans. So he did get some pickup from Hawaii. Aloha, Bill. Fakes the handoff. Redders has the outside, bounces it, but a great tackle there by Christian Jensen. So that brings up about a 3rd and 8. And let's see if McFarland now can stop him on this 3rd down. There's Redders, bounces it outside, but you know what? Christian, the low tackle. Great play there. The fans are trying to get pumped up here a little bit. We're trying to get our boys fired up. There they go. Now they got some life in them. This is a big 3rd down for the Spartans. Meikle's under center, but he sends them too wide. And guess who? The big 6'5" Ratowski is closest to us right now. Meikle takes a step, dropping back, rolling right. He chucks it, and it is incomplete. But you know what? I will take that, and I know all these fans will take that. So Chase, the Spartans get a defensive stop on 3rd down. Great play there by Werwinski. I know he wanted the interception there, but it was thrown up. It was kind of a jump ball area right there. He had it in his hands, and it just went through him. Along with the coverage was Grayson Wilson right there. So, 4th and 7. What is Evansville going to do? They are going to call a timeout. They are going to think about this one right now. But momentum's on McFarland's side right now. The fans are trying to pump them up here a little bit. We need a little more energy from our student section. But I know the defense is hanging tough with Evansville's strong offensive performance right now. They are doing a heck of a job. Evansville has a lot of yards on the ground. They have a fair amount of yards through the air, but the defense keeps coming up big. They keep coming up big. But the one thing they have to do now, they have to get stops at the crucial times. They've given up a lot of third down. They've given up a lot of third down conversions for them. And we will see if they can get this 4th down conversion. Last time, Evansville was in about the same position where Winsky batted a ball down, or they got the stop, but guess what? There was a flag on the play, and Evansville got a first down and then ended up scoring. So let's hope that doesn't happen on this play once again. So a big play right here. 4th and 8, 6:13 left in the ball game. Meekel's under center. Brown is right behind him. He play action. Oh, and they throw back to him. He has nothing but green space. He is rolling, and he keeps going, and I was at a loss of words, and then he just got pounded out. So they did a play action right there, and then they did a little swing back pass right to the big guy, and he had nothing but green space right there. He had nothing but the open field, and I'm shocked that he did not score that. But you know what? Great defensive stop. Here he is right here. Running backwards, freezing, going forwards a little bit. He just apparated out of nowhere. Now Evansville is inside the 5-yard line. Those two backs, all three backs, and I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Brown, but they give it to Banks, and he goes to that outside, lunges forward for the touchdown, but guess what? Oh, look at that. Another flag is on the play. So we will see what this call is, if it stands or if it doesn't. There's a flag right there where he's pointing to. A chop block on the offense. We're going to move him back right now. So, touchdown is canceled out with a chop block. 5:59 left in the ball game right now. 14-0. Evansville's leading and driving. They converted on a huge 4th and 7. They did a little swing screen pass to Banks, and he had nothing but green space, and he got him down to the 5-yard line. They did eventually score, but that was canceled out with a chop block. So now it's another long 1st and goal on McFarland's 21-yard line. Well, let's see what Evansville calls up on this play. Meekel under center right now. Gets it off, hands it off to Brown. He makes a cutback, gets a couple yards maybe. Couple 5, I should say. So I lost track of that. He had some open space, but then was just eaten up by the Spartans then. So now the clock is not in McFarland's favor right now, as Evansville will just try to run it out. There's 5:35 left in the ball game, and if they keep running the ball like this, they might just run the clock out. So hopefully McFarland can get a stop right now. Still has Brown, Redders, and Banks behind him. Let's see. Banks leading the way for Brown. His spin move. What a spin move by the big fella right there. Inside the 10-yard line to about the 7. So this sets up a 3rd and goal. Grayson Wilson with the stop. And look at the fancy footwork by the big fella right there. The spin move right there. And then the tackle by Wilson. So another crucial down, 3rd and 7. Can the Spartans stop him right here? Meekel under center. What does he do? Gives it to the big guy. He scampers. He tries to fight forward, but gets to about the 3-yard line. And what is Coach Grovestein going to do? He's going to go for it. But Brown apparently lost the shoe, so he might have to come out on this play. This is typically where they give him the ball. So Evansville might need to call a timeout just so Brown can tie his shoe back up. But I think they're going to let the clock run out and then call a timeout here. So there's Coach Ackley and Coach Johnson right now. And McFarland has been battling tough right now. And there's the whistle from the ref. I'm not sure what's going on. Stop and play. Oh, so McFarland called the timeout, which is kind of odd. But I think Evansville was just going to let it run out, and the coaches decided just to call the timeout so that more time wouldn't wear off. So now they're talking right there in that huddle, trying to get the stop. That's been the theme the whole night, the big stops that they need to get. They've given up 4th down conversions. They've given up many 3rd downs. They need this stop to get a little momentum, to get their offense going, to get that score, and to see what would happen. But you know, Evansville is just going to do the ground and pound game once again with that huge offensive line up front and the big bruising back in Riken Brown. And also, Brennan Banks, 6'201", another big bruising back for Evansville. So Evansville just has a lot of size, but McFarland is battling tough with them right now. They are battling tough, so there is 4 minutes left. They made a little correction, 4 minutes left. 4th and 3, the ball is on the 3-yard line. And now we have another timeout with Evansville. So, another timeout. I've never seen back-to-back timeouts before, so I'm going to have to give Bill Cather a call. Hopefully he's not golfing right now. He probably will eventually, or he's out on the beach somewhere. So, but aloha to Bill, and aloha to everyone else in Hawaii who will be watching the Spartans tonight. So he sends his best wishes and wishes these boys good luck. And with 4 minutes left into the game, we are getting to resume action once again after the back-to-back timeouts. Another big play for the Spartans. Let's see if Evansville converts it once again or if McFarland's defense, who's been on the field quite some time. Let's get the fans going a little bit. Let's see if they get a little rowdy. You know the ball's going to go to the big fella Brown right here. Meikle under center. Hands it off to the big guy. He gets an opening, and he walks in for the score. He had an opening on the right side, and he just walked right in. So there he is. Look at big number 64, Jeb Beck. Sophomore, 6'3", 340, opening up that huge hole. And Brown pirouetted his way in for the score right there. But what can you say? It's hard to go against 6'3", 340 right there. And the defense has been out on that field for so long. They are tired. And Evansville is coming out, going for it again. And who did they hand it off to? They handed it off to Banks, and he walks in for the 2-point conversion. So, Brown gets the TD score with 3:57 left. And then Banks adds more with the 2-point conversion. So a 3-yard TD run by Brown, and then the 2-point conversion by Banks then. So with 3:57 left here at Lloyd Shire Stadium, McFarland is down 22-0. they've got their defense has come up big at times, but then it's always those third downs, those third and shorts, or those fourth downs that they just can't seem to get that stop that they need. And I mean, with Evansville's size, with the run attack, they just have worn the Spartans out. And you have to give McFarland credit right now. They have been hanging tough with this Evansville team. They have been hanging very tough with them. A couple different calls, you know. It could be a whole different ball game right now. But we're going to have the big center topple, the 6'2", 253 center take the kick for Evansville. Back deep, we have McDonald and Wilson. There's the little pooch kick. Let's see if Wilson grabs it or if he lets it goes out, and that's a smart play to let it go out because there's another penalty out on the field. So that will be a legal procedure, and the ball will be brought out to, I believe, the 35-yard line. So, scoreboard is resetting once again. We might have a stoppage in play. And it's first down McFarland. We go 4 wides. Wedvik under center. Johnson in the backfield protecting, and it is batted down, but that should be incomplete. Yep, and it is incomplete. I don't know which lineman got his big paw up there, but it was batted down. Wedvik just didn't get enough air under it, so it'll be 2nd and 10, ball on that 35-yard line for McFarland. So right here, let's see which Evansville guy. That was number 19, Brock Gilks, 5'11". So here he goes, drops back again. Werwinski, what a catch! Ball was thrown behind him, and he made an incredible play on the ball right there. Turned around, grabbed the ball from behind him. That was a good throw. Here's the throw from Wedvik, and what a catch right there. Went up, grabbed it, turned around, got the first down. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Ball on their 47-yard line. So 4 wides once again. Wedvik and shotgun this time. Johnson in the backfield protecting. He needs to get the ball away, and he just throws it away. And luckily, there was no intentional grounding on that because the line just came through right there, and they ate up Brady Wedvik. So there was no intentional grounding. That's what I thought would happen, but there was none. So this will, I'm not sure the refs are talking about it right now. And it is intentional grounding after further consideration. I was afraid of that there was no intended receiver right there, or he needed to get the ball to the line of scrimmage. So here he goes. And another thing, too, he needs to get outside of the pocket. So he needs to get outside of the tackles. And they said that he didn't. So the ball will be moved back, and I believe it's also a loss of down for the Spartans. So Brady Wedvik's in a little shock right there. Didn't think he would get called for that. So now ball, after being at the 47-yard line, is now at the 32-yard line. So 2nd and 25. It reads 11:50 on the clock, but that's not correct. So shotgun formation again. Brady chucking it now. Has Werwinski out there. Oh, and he almost went to get it. He reached up and got it. Wedvik put it out there in spot for Werwinski to go up and get it. But Chase got his hands on it, but that was a great defensive play. Here it goes, throwing it up here. I didn't see who was doing the coverage right there. That was Tarwecki, and oh, look at it. He had his hands on it, but Tarwecki got his hands on it and just batted that ball away. Another great replay by our top-notch crew. And look at it, another penalty with a holding. So that's going to move the ball up once again. I'm not sure where it's going to be moved up to, but they're going to replay that down. So now instead of 2nd and a mile, it's only about 2nd and, we'll say, 16. Wedvik's under center. He has 2 out to his left. Oh, they just came up the middle, and then it was batted down by number 44. Devin Nipple battled that down. He made a great play on the ball, but guess what? Look at that. Another penalty flag. There was great pressure by Evansville front lineman. It looked like that was a screen up the middle right there. But let's see what the play call is again. Chop block on the offense. So are they repeating it, or is it going to be third down? It looks like they're moving the ball back once again. It's like just like a yo-yo. It keeps moving forward and back and forward and back. I'm not sure what to think of it right now. So now it's another 2nd and a mile, it looks like. Remember, we started with the ball for this series on the 47-yard line, and now we're behind the 30-yard line. We're at the 27-yard line. Wedvik under center. McDonald goes in motion. Oh, no. Pressure comes up the middle. He gets it away. Luckily, that was great pressure by number 26, Tanner Meehan. He just came right through that, just shot right through that gap and had to get Brady Wedvik out of the pocket. Luckily, Wedvik was able to get out of the pocket and throw it to McDonald, but the pass was incomplete. So now, 3rd. And they say on the field, on the clock, 31. So now the clock's up once again. It was down. There's 2:51 left on the clock. 3rd down and 31 yards to go. Wedvik's under center with Johnson behind him. Herbst gets it. Oh, it looks like he was going to go for the pass, but then ran with it for a couple of yards. So it is now 4th down. 4th and about 28, we'll say. Why not, right? 29 is what the scoreboard says. And they're bringing the punting unit out. So bringing the punting unit out. Chase Werwinski is back for the Spartans, and back for the Blue Devils we have, low snap, but Werwinski gets it off. And so Evansville is just going to let this bounce, and it rolls, gets a friendly couple bounces to Evansville's 31-yard line. So with 2:01 left in the game, Evansville's going to take over in their own territory. 1st and 10, ball on the 31-yard line. 22-0, Evansville over McFarland. And it looks like now that Coach Ackley made some substitutions. Get some guys some rest and get some other people some playing time. So, and now we're going to have another stoppage of play with a timeout for Evansville. And it looks like they might be making some substitutions as well. But this game was all about the different momentums and the different opportunities that were missed on defense, and especially defense, because the defense has been out there long. And offensively, we just can't convert on those first downs enough for the Spartans. But defensively, the big play, or not getting that crucial stop. They've gotten it. The defense has come up big, but Evansville keeps finding a way to get those first downs and to keep grinding it out. And there's the Spartan fans who are waiting it out, cheering on their fellow athletes, their fellow classmates throughout this game who have been battling hard and who are supporting America with the day of remembering 9/11 today. So under center, we have a new quarterback and a new set of running back. That is number 3, Tyler Anson. So we have whole new crew for Evansville right now, and a whole new running game. So it's not the big fellas right there. The line looks a little smaller, different quarterback right now. another sophomore quarterback. So Evansville has some young talent to work with these next couple of years. And let's see their running game too as well. So they'll have Otis Johnson back there. They also have 27. That's Logan Katzenmeyer. So Anson hands the ball off and just is gobbled up right there. I believe that is Johnson who got the ball and just stopped right in his tracks by the defensive line right there. Under a minute to go right now. And McFarland making their final substitutions. 3rd and 10. 50 seconds left. Ball is on the 32-yard line. We've had a great night out here at Lloyd Schneider Stadium. We just wanted a different outcome for McFarland, but going against this Evansville team, that was a tough task ahead of them. So Evansville is just going to run this clock out. 30 seconds left. They'll get one final running play in here, and that should be all she wrote. So just handed it off up the middle right there. I believe is number, let's see the final number so I get this name correct. Number 27, Logan Katzenmeyer. And that should wrap up the game, folks, with about 5. And it's counting down. And the clock has hit zeros officially. And the clock is working right now. So your final score tonight from Lloyd Schneider Stadium, Evansville 22, McFarland 0. McFarland battled tough, but Evansville's running game and just the size overpowered McFarland's depth and the run attack. They just tired McFarland out tonight. So a lot of things happened that last quarter, I mean, with the scoreboard going out, but last quarter McFarland's defense was coming up big. But then, converting on that 4th down once again, and then Brown converted the 3-yard touchdown and Banks with the 2-point conversion. So they scored a touchdown just about every single quarter except the 3rd quarter. So scoring in the 1st, 2nd, and 4th quarter, and no scoring in the 3rd quarter. And there's getting the final handshakes and everything. But a hard-fought game for McFarland, and so McFarland will move to 0-4. 0-2 in conference, and Evansville will stay undefeated at 4-0 and move to 2-0 at conference. I want to say one more thank you to the crew that I was working with today. I am very lucky, very fortunate to have this crew. Justin Janus, Andrew Day, Ryan Denzer, the birthday boy, Chase Irwin, Eric Redding, and everyone else who helped out. I am very lucky to be part of this production. And I couldn't have asked for a better night, better crew, and I am very lucky. Just wanted a different outcome, though. So your final for tonight from Lloyd Schneider Stadium, it's Evansville 22, McFarland 0. I'm Andrew Garvey signing off.